Carson from Openhaus Pro here, and I'm going to give you a specific step-by-step guide on how to add guided videos to your Matterport tours on Openhaus Pro. To get started, we assume you have a few different things already set up. Okay, the first thing is that you have a space added to your Openhaus Pro account. So once you have this space added, you also need to have rooms added. So I have this test client space added right here on this demo account. The next thing I'm going to do is I need to make sure I have multiple rooms. So go and add all of the rooms or areas to your space that will be included in this 3D tour. Next is you need to have a video, and this video needs to basically follow this format. It should be kind of one longer video, and the segments of the video should be room specific. What I mean by that is typically the best use case for our guided video feature is you kind of have a tour guide up in the corner that's walking you through the space, talking about the different areas. And what you want to happen is when someone goes to one of those areas, it will prompt the user to sync their video to that area. So if you and your client don't have a video that basically shows your client or someone they hire talking about the different rooms in the space, this feature is probably not for you. So the first three things out of the gate to get started are: one, you have a space added on Openhaus Pro. Two, you've added the spaces, or you've added the rooms into that space on Openhaus Pro. And three, you have a video of your client or someone they hired talking about the space and talking about each individual room one at a time. Okay, that's just to get started. The first step after that is that we're actually going to upload the video to the space. And I do that on the Manage Space page by clicking Actions. And then I'll click Add Video. Then I'll choose a video here. And I just have this little tester video that we had downloaded. I'll just call it test video. And I'll click Upload. Okay, now the video is uploaded. Let's make sure that it worked. So I'll just click on my space here. And you can see right here that in the top right corner, I have my video. Okay, perfect. So we'll close that tab. Once you've added the video to the space and it's working, next you need to tell Openhaus, okay, this is when in the video, the timestamp in the video that the host of the video is talking about this specific room. So the way you'll do that is you'll scroll down and you'll go to Rooms and you'll click Actions and then you'll click Add Video. Now that I'm on this screen, you can see I have two options for adding a video. One, I can use the video that I added to the space. So this is the video we just uploaded for the space. Or I can upload a new video for this room. This is important. If you want to use the guided video feature from Openhaus Pro, you have to use this top option right here. You have to use the video you added for the space. So what I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to tell Openhaus right here at what timestamp in the video does the person start talking about this room. In my case, it's the kitchen. So let's say it's at second 3. So I make sure start time is set to 3, and I can do that by adjusting this right here. Let's go back, second 3, and I'll click save. Okay, so now I added the video for the kitchen, and I got to do the same thing for the living room. Okay, so I'll go to add video, and same thing. We'll just pretend like this woman is talking about the living room at second 10 right here. Boop. Okay, then I'll click save. So what I'm doing, just to double clarify, I'm saying that at 10 seconds in this video is when the person starts talking about the living room. So click save. Done. Okay, the next step is we have to tell Openhaus which scan locations inside of the Matterport tour belong to which room. And what I'll do is I'll scroll down here and I'll click Actions. And this is called Add Sweeps, this section we're going to do here. So next I click Add Sweeps. And this part's actually really self-explanatory, but all you're doing is you're just walking around and you're telling Openhaus, okay, these are the sweeps. The sweeps are also known as scan locations. These are the scan locations that belong to the kitchen. So we'll say this one belongs to the kitchen. So I'll just click Add Sweep. We'll say this one belongs to the kitchen. add sweep. This one, add sweep, and why not? Let's just do all of these. We're gonna add all of these as sweeps to the kitchen. Okay, so now we've just added all of the scan locations that are relevant to the kitchen, okay? So then I'll click next, and I'll scroll down, and we're gonna do the same thing for the living room. I'll click actions, and I'll click add sweeps. And then just to reiterate, what we're doing is we're telling Openhaus what are all of the scan locations that belong to the living room. So I added this one to the kitchen, so we won't add that one, but I'm just gonna walk around here, add sweep, add sweep, add sweep, add sweep, add sweep. You're gonna get bored of me saying add sweep, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta add the sweeps. Okay, so I added all of the scan locations for the living room. I'll click next. And we're almost done actually. The last thing is you just have to turn it on. So what I'm gonna do now is I'll go to customize theme, and then I'll go to the guided video right here, and then I'll just turn on use guided video and click save and refresh. Now let's go back so you can actually see what this looks like in practice, okay? Now we have everything set up. We should be ready to go. Let's just double check. So I'm gonna click on this to open up my space. And we can see we have the video in the top right corner. And you can actually see because I started in the kitchen and the video wasn't synced to the kitchen, it automatically says you just entered the kitchen. So you can see a different result right here. So I'll click, you just entered the kitchen. So I'll watch what happens. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't hear my video, but let me unmute and make it bigger for you. So you can see it says you just entered the kitchen. I'll click sync video and watch. You can see the time change right here. Click sync video, and you can see she skipped a different part. Now watch, this is where the magic comes in right here. I'm gonna enter one of the sweeps that I said was in the living room. Watch what happens. I just entered this sweep, and it says you just entered the living room. And I can once again sync the video. And that's it. So hopefully this is helpful. We're working on ways to make this a little bit more user-friendly and basic to set up, but just a quick recap. The things that are required before you get started is you need to have a space added to Openhaus Pro. You need to have rooms added to your space, and you need to have a video in which the person talking or the video itself is talking about each or multiple rooms or areas in the space throughout that video in one video, okay? And then the steps to set it up, if you have those three criteria checked, the steps to set it up is first, you'll add the video to your space. Second, you'll add the video to each room, which basically means you're telling Openhaus, this is the second in the video that starts to talk about this room. And then third, you'll add the sweeps or the scan locations to those rooms. And fourth, you'll just enable it on the customized theme page. Now, for those of you who are kind of using the old school Openhaus Pro and you're still using the customized styles page and not using a theme, you actually need to contact us to enable that on your client's account. If you're using themes, awesome. You can actually just turn on the guided video tour yourself on the customized theme page. But if you are not using a theme and you're using the old customized styles format, then you just need to reach out, and it's actually something we can turn on for your client. Hope that helps. We've had a lot of people really excited about this feature, and hopefully we see it more and more. Peace.